When dealing with builders regarding cost increases, especially due to fluctuating material prices like copper, several strategies can be employed. Firstly, establish clear communication. Be transparent and open about the cost increase and its impact on your business. Explain the calculations and data supporting your request. Provide documentation. Support your request with detailed documentation such as quotes from copper suppliers and market analysis. This helps builders understand the legitimacy of your claim. Be flexible and willing to negotiate. While it's important to stand firm on your bottom line, be prepared to compromise. Consider a gradual price increase or explore alternative solutions that reduce costs without compromising quality. Build strong relationships. Foster a positive and collaborative relationship with the builder. Demonstrate your professionalism, reliability, and willingness to work together. This can increase their trust and willingness to support your request. Know your options. Research other builders in the area and consider alternative revenue streams. If the builder refuses your request, you may need to reassess your relationship or seek new opportunities. Consider an alternative sales strategy. Instead of a blanket percentage increase, consider proposing a tiered pricing system based on the copper content of each model. This approach allows you to charge more for models with higher copper usage while minimizing the impact on lower copper models. For example, Model A has 10% copper content, so you should request an increase of 5%. Model B has 15% copper content, thus an increase of 10% can be requested. Model C has 20% copper content, and thus a 15% increase can be requested. This strategy recognizes the varying copper usage in different models and provides a fair price adjustment. It also demonstrates your understanding of the builder's cost structure and willingness to work with them. Additional tips include the following. Track your expenses. Meticulously document the increased cost of copper and other materials. This provides evidence to support your claims. Stay informed. Monitor market trends and regularly update your pricing based on changing costs. Be patient and persistent. Negotiating with builders can be a lengthy process. Stay professional and continue to follow up until you reach an acceptable agreement. Consider legal advice. If negotiations fail and you believe the builder is acting in bad faith, seek legal counsel to protect your interests. When approaching a builder with a request for a price increase due to rising copper costs, it's essential to present a well-structured and justified proposal. This involves several key steps. Firstly, gather comprehensive data. Collect detailed information on the increased cost of copper from your suppliers. Obtain quotes, invoices, and market analysis reports that clearly demonstrate the price surge. This data forms the foundation of your justification. Secondly, calculate the impact. Determine how the increased copper costs affect your overall project expenses. Calculate the percentage increase in your material costs and how it translates into the total project cost. This calculation should be transparent and easy for the builder to understand. Thirdly, prepare a formal proposal. Create a written proposal outlining the situation, the supporting data, and your requested price adjustment. Clearly state the reasons for the increase and provide a breakdown of the cost changes. Include all relevant documentation as attachments. Fourthly, schedule a meeting. Request a meeting with the builder to discuss your proposal in person. This allows you to present your case, answer questions, and address any concerns they may have. It also provides an opportunity for negotiation. Fifthly, present your case professionally. During the meeting, present your data and proposal in a clear, concise, and professional manner. Be prepared to answer questions about your calculations and the impact on the project. Avoid emotional arguments and focus on the facts. Sixthly, be open to negotiation. While it's important to stand your ground, be willing to negotiate and find a solution that works for both parties. Consider offering alternative options, such as using different materials or adjusting the project scope. Seventhly, document everything. Keep detailed records of all communication, meetings, and agreements with the builder. This documentation can be valuable if disputes arise later on. Consider using a tiered pricing approach for different models based on their copper content. This allows for fairer price adjustments and demonstrates understanding of the builder's cost structure. Track your expenses meticulously, stay informed about market trends, and be patient and persistent throughout the negotiation process. If negotiations fail and you believe the builder is acting in bad faith, seek legal counsel to protect your interests. Furthermore, consider implementing cost-saving measures to offset the impact of rising copper prices. Explore alternative wiring methods that use less copper, such as aluminum conductors for certain applications. Research and evaluate the feasibility of using copper-clad aluminum CCA wire, which offers a low-cost alternative while maintaining acceptable conductivity for specific applications. Optimize your wiring layouts to minimize waste and reduce the overall amount of copper required. Implement inventory management practices to avoid overstocking and reduce the risk of material obsolescence. Negotiate with your suppliers to secure better pricing on copper and other materials. Consider joining a buying group to leverage collective purchasing power and obtain volume discounts. Explore alternative sources for copper, such as recycling facilities and salvage yards, which may offer lower prices than traditional supplies. Evaluate the potential for value engineering, which involves identifying opportunities to reduce costs without compromising quality or performance. Consider using alternative components such as LED lighting, which consumes less energy and requires smaller gauge wiring than traditional lighting systems. Implement energy-efficient designs that reduce the overall electrical load and minimize the demand for copper wiring. Conduct regular cost reviews to identify areas where you can reduce expenses and improve your profit margins. Communicate these cost-saving measures to the builder to demonstrate your commitment to finding solutions that benefit both parties. This proactive approach can help foster a collaborative relationship and increase the likelihood of reaching a mutually agreeable price adjustment. Additionally, be prepared to address the builder's potential concerns about the quality and reliability of alternative materials and methods. Provide them with data and case studies demonstrating the performance of these alternatives in similar applications. Offer to provide warranties or guarantees to alleviate their concerns and ensure their satisfaction. By taking a proactive and transparent approach to managing rising copper costs, you can strengthen your relationship with the builder and maintain a profitable business. It's important to consider the potential impact of rising copper prices on your existing contracts and future bids. Review your contracts carefully to determine if there are any clauses that address price fluctuations or material cost increases. If so, follow the procedures outlined in the contract for requesting a price adjustment. If the contract does not address price fluctuations, consult with an attorney to determine your legal options. When preparing future bids, factor in the potential for further increases in copper prices. Use conservative estimates and consider adding a contingency to cover unexpected cost increases. Be transparent with the builder about the potential for price fluctuations and explain how you are mitigating the risk. Consider using cost-plus contracts, which allow you to pass on the actual cost of materials to the builder, plus a fixed fee or percentage for your services. This type of contract can provide greater protection against rising material costs. Alternatively, you can use escalation clauses that allow for price adjustments based on a predetermined index, such as the London Metal Exchange LME copper price. In addition to these contractual strategies, consider implementing risk management practices to protect your business from the impact of rising copper prices. Purchase copper futures contracts to hedge against price increases. This allows you to lock in a fixed price for copper, regardless of market fluctuations. Obtain insurance coverage to protect against losses due to material cost increases. Diversify your customer base to reduce your reliance on a single builder or project. By taking a proactive approach to managing risk, you can protect your business from the financial impact of rising copper prices and maintain a stable and profitable operation. Remember that maintaining open and honest communication with the builder is crucial throughout this process. Keep them informed of any changes in copper prices and explain how these changes are affecting your costs. Work collaboratively to find solutions that are mutually beneficial. By building a strong relationship with the builder based on trust and transparency, you can increase the likelihood of reaching a successful resolution. Consider implementing a formal change order process to document any price adjustments or changes to the scope of work. This process should include a written request from you, a review and approval by the builder, and a signed agreement outlining the changes. This documentation can help prevent disputes and ensure that both parties are on the same page. In addition to these strategies, it's important to stay up to date on industry trends and best practices for managing material cost increases. Attend industry conferences and workshops to learn from other electrical contractors and industry experts. Read trade publications and online resources to stay informed about the latest developments in the copper market. Network with other electrical contractors to share information and best practices. By continuously learning and improving your knowledge, you can enhance your ability to manage material cost increases and maintain a competitive advantage in the electrical contracting industry.